Yo, how's it going, everyone? It is that time once again. No technical issues here. I don't know what anyone's talking about. Yeah, Drex, Steven, how's it going? Yeah, I'm not really sure what was happening there at the beginning, but we are good to go now, so we shall put it behind us and get on with the stream and all together be joined together in our absolutely shocking state of surprise that GT is part 2, right? Like, who could have ever seen that coming? Yeah, I do like the idea. Somebody posted it just now. The person who posts makes a lot of the custom card stuff. It's quite cool, the idea that they did the like make your wish campaign. So it's like us players making all those wishes is what causes the Dragon Balls to get corrupted, and then yeah, have the GT like thing. Tsunami watch here. Yeah, GT part 2. Quick, everyone act surprised. What if they made a straight up Gogeta that does a standby of defusing and then do the Sprint Bomb or something with base Goku? That'd be an interesting way of doing it, because if it was defusing as the standby, then obviously it means they would go back to being fused again. Yeah, it's like the multiple wishes is like the abuse of the Dragon Balls. Also, a funny comment from Truth, could also spin it as the overwhelming negativity of the community did this.
Alright, let's do this.
Yeah, all the negative energy from the community about part 1 is what corrupted the Dragon Balls. I do find that quite funny. Yeah, if Omega hadn't been leaked, that would be a really cool, like, reveal that that's why we're getting it as, like, part 2. Could Omega or Sin lead a new category? I mean, in theory, they could, which honestly would be probably good if they made it a good category that, like, actually had good options for villains and wasn't something as bad as GT bosses. That would honestly be the perfect like outcome, is them having a new category that is actually good for villains rather than GT bosses or something. Maybe they'll do that like update in this celebration, like actually put the Shadow Dragons on Power of Wishes, but I wouldn't count on it.
Alright, let's do this.
I want to summon on the Omega banner just for the units on the banner, not Omega. Yeah, because the banner's going to have Tech Vegeta, Int Broly, AGL Broly. Honestly, the Part 2 Dokkan Fest banner, apart from Vegeta, is probably not as good. Because from the worldwide celebration in terms of Dokkan Fests, Physical Trio are probably still better than Int Broly currently, maybe. And then, like, who's the other one? Beast was better than AGL Broly. Like, it's kind of mixed. But the Part 2 Carnival banner has Super Saiyan 3 to Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, which is pretty cool. Just out of the hospital, it's official I've carpal tunnel. Oh, damn, dude. What have you got? I'm not fully, like, up on exactly what that is. Like, is there anything you can do? Like,
Let's do this.
animation I want Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta to get is something from Legends where they gave him a times 1000 Big Bang Kamehameha. That'd be cool. Hope for EZA in Gogeta in Part 2. Yep, I feel like that's almost guaranteed, right? The actual Copium is Omega, is just LR Bulma 2.0. I mean, that would be great, right? How long after Bulma came out did we just keep saying over and over again that, like, that we need, like, an extreme team version of Bulma? And we never really got one, so... Future Gohan's counterpart. Well, in Part 2 of the Worldwide, it was physical Sword of Hope Trunks. Need one link to go on Piccolo. Yeah, some of these guys had like no level 10 links like a few days ago, but the Training in the Clouds event is goated, as we all know. From what I've although for only Future Gohan made it out as the best. Future Gohan aged really well because like he was good on release. And then not long after his release, he got like a couple of 200% leads. Or a couple of new 200% leads that made him like really good. So yeah, he like definitely aged well from that worldwide celebration. Yeah, the physical Super Trunks was pretty mid. Like, his standby was okay, but... Also, where is the thing? Why does Truth's video say LR reveals are tomorrow? That's not anywhere in the hint thing, is it? Oh wait, yeah, because it literally says 20th of the 7th, 7 o'clock PST. Which is like 3 AM or something. Of course. was more disappointed once I pulled the Blue Boys during the 9th Annie than I was with Trunks. Yeah, he is the son of the Prince of all Normals, that is true. It's funny that they released that physical Super Trunks like so long after the Heroes God Trunks, but he is basically God Trunks 2.0. Like, if he does a load of supers in the one turn, then he's quite good. If he does like a super and a bunch of additional normals, like even normal attacks from the tough bosses could absolutely destroy him.
Alright, let's do this.
But yeah, so if we're going to get any other news or announcement, like whether it's an EZA or something like that today, that'd be in like 40 minutes. If we get anything else today. But obviously, because we've had like the big teaser thing this morning, I wouldn't necessarily count on there being anything else. How many stones you got for part 2, or are you cooked like me? Yeah, I've only got like just under 500. Hey Ningen, we can finally get a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta summon animation. That would be awesome. Because you know they have the animation now that's like a Whis, where you do the Kamehameha thing and then Zamasu appears, throws back a thing, and then it fuses into Vegeta Blue. Imagine if they had a summon animation for part 2 that was basically a Whis, where you do the Kamehameha, then Omega throws like the massive energy ball, and then they fuse into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and do the kick, like the Tech 1 counter, like kick the energy ball away, and that gives you like, that's the part 2 Whis animation. I haven't bought any of the skill orbs for Vegeta Blue. Yeah, so he's all just crit because of his counters from my old build. Okay. At level 3? Yeah. 0 stones in a dream. Yeah, I don't know. See, I have all the 10th anniversary units at 55%, so dupes for that Goku and the Gohan are definitely going to be appreciated. But do I want the crit and super attack or the crit and additional? Probably the crit and additional. Yeah, you can't like search for both, can you? Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, typical. I did like 1,000 stones on Goku's banner, and I didn't get any copies of Vegeta slash Gogeta. Running this level so much last time I started out with enough to just buy everything in the shop right away. Damn. Yeah, I did grind it quite a bit last time, but I think wasn't there like the final thing that you could just sort of like infinitely grind? I don't know if it was like Zenny statues or something, but then I just stopped bothering. What am I going to do for this? Oh yeah, get the specified orb things. I never do that. So we've got Battle of Fate, Realm of Gods, Earthlings. We'll get some Battle of Fate ones, I guess. I mean, additional and dodge one's not bad. I'll get some Realm of Gods ones as well, why not? Nothing particularly great there. Right. Get the generic ones. They're both 44% ticket multis. Yeah, the 44% chance multi thing is going to be interesting for sure. But yeah, shout out to everyone who is here at the stream nice and early. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you give a follow if you're over on the Twitch side. We've got over 50 people in the stream on YouTube and 11 likes. So make sure you guys hit that like button. I've got 400 coins, just need like 70 more. Yeah, I've got close to 400 with both colours combined, so... So we've only got to do this a couple more times to get the last mission done. It's funny that it costs so much stamina, and then like the missions for the multiple clears give you so little. It's quite funny. Like, oh, here's another 4 for you having spent another like 400 stamina. Almost 700 regular red coins and 500 teal coins. Nice. New Goku Vegeta don't have Battle of Wits. Vegeta fuses. That's that interesting. Because yeah, normally Vegetos get them, don't they? So you'd think that they would have it, but regular coins are piling up. Yeah, because I haven't been summoning as much as I used to. So where I've spent some coins, like I used to have like a couple of 1,000 red coins, and now I've got like enough to get one character. So I'm kind of being reserved and trying to like plan who exactly I want to get. But yeah, it's crazy to think that as early as tomorrow we'll see like a teaser of the characters. Not the full details, but like the teaser. You know, Agent Drake, how's it going? $1,500 stones away from Carnival Pity. Well, the good thing is you can switch, you can like swap the coins as well. So you can like trade the like Pity red coins for Pity Carnival coins, which is good. But yeah, the prophecy, for those of you who were at the stream last night, the prophecy was indeed fulfilled. That we got back to 30,000 subs and then dropped back down to 29,999 again. I've technically hit 30,000 subscribers on the channel like 3 times now. Do you believe it's worth using stones to link level units on this event? I don't know. Like, if you're free to play, I would say no. Like, if you're free to play, all your stones should be saved for the big premium summons. Do you believe it's well, yeah, that's the one I just read. If you're free to play, no, yeah, exactly. I don't even remember what Omega does. All I remember from GT is that one close-up of him charging like 5 times in the same fight, just mirrored or different background. Yeah, there's a lot of lazy animation in GT and in like a lot of the filler as well, to be fair, of Z. The idea of using stones for anything but summoning scares me. I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Alright, let's do this.
Nobody has meat piled up. Well, I mean, I just keep using it. Like, if you're someone who does link level like constantly, then you just use it. And there's nowhere to like farm it. Like, it's not like an infinite. That would be insane. If there was a way you could just infinitely farm meat, so you just have infinite stamina, but yeah, people just use it. What if I could use stones for stones? Genius. Genius alchemy. Could get the Xeno Shadow Dragons for heroes. Could have, yeah. Yeah, there is like a like black Omega Shenron. Yeah, they need to EZA the Battlefield Shadow Dragons. It'll be like a huge fumble if they don't, in my opinion. Because like they're the next Battlefield LR that needs to EZA anyway. And there'll be another unit for Omega's team that will be supporting him and giving him big bad bosses. Like, yeah, the one that fights Limit Breaker Gogeta, exactly. 3,000 box space, nice. Nice. But yeah, if there's any more news coming, any more news, because we've got the teaser and everything, but any more news coming today, it'll be in 25 minutes. It's been over a year. Yeah, our last Battlefield EZA was Golden Week 2024, and we've already gone past Golden Week 2025. Auto-click a link level while doing something else. Well, you can't on the same thing, though, can you? Like, you have to have the game up for the auto-clicker to work. Only 15. Man. I did a couple of runs and you get very little. Yeah, Super EZA for B-Pan would be good as well. Who was there for the airplane glitch? I was around when it was a thing that was being talked about, obviously, but I never tried it. Like, I didn't even look into it enough to, like, know how to do it. It says DB Saga or Earthbred Fighters. Yeah, give B-Pan a new stage. Yo, Dark FE, how's it going? Yeah, I got quite lucky in that I used the I used the physical GT Goku, like, to do the original no item punching bag thing, and it did take ages. I remember doing it like on night shifts at work, where like it would get to reset, which would be at like midnight. I would jump in and literally like have like both Gokus and no orb changer on the first rotation, so just immediately have to quit, and it's like, well, that's one of the attempts like already wasted. It's crazy. Oh, good. That's a starting rotation. Rainbow and Eraza. Oof. As I said, a good start there. Brainbuster. Brainbuster. Also, what are the chances we actually have any like other Kid Goku friends? I know we got one like straight away. There's a 55% one. Shout out to Socrates for re-upping their channel membership. Lobster Squad member for 10 months. Yo Ningen, how's it? I really want VT to EZA. Peeps are saying part 3 potentially. If they don't, I'll be quite sad. Yeah, like I think I'd be very disappointed overall if we get to the end of this whole celebration and like they haven't EZA'd.
Let's do this.
Because like when else are they going to get an EZA? Like when are we going to have another Future Saga celebration after this? Like, I can't imagine we'll get one for a while. Brainbuster! Hey, big W, shout out to Dark FV for gifting a channel membership. I appreciate you, my dude. Shout out to Cooper for receiving it. We'd love to see that. Brainbuster! Hey, we also have Wrath re-upping their channel membership, member for 2 months. Let's go. 2 months here. Hey, we've got to start somewhere. I appreciate all you guys, all the channel members. Shout out to all you guys, all those green names in the chat. Remember, guys, if you want to help to support the channel, the best way to do so is to become a channel member. You get your name highlighted in green in the chat with the Timebreaker mask badge. You get different color badges depending how long you've been a member. You get access to all of the channel emotes, of which there are many. Members area in the Discord. Members only posts that go up every now and then, especially for when I clear slots on my friends list. Oh man. Damn, Daima Goku's the one that's locked. That's annoying. What a great turn one this is. Alright, Super Saiyan 3 Goku got the dodges, let's go. I'm close to the Dragonstone badge. Yeah, isn't it like a month, aren't you like a month away or something from the next one? Alright, Goku coming in clutch with those dodges, that's what we like to see. Alright, Goku with the crit. He's got his crit activated. Jeez. Damn, Kid Goku just got absolutely slapped around there. That was brutal. No, that might be my one, who's only 55%. No, it's the friend. Oh no, the friend one's only 55% as well. So. Well, that was kind of brutal. You don't even need it for the rotation knocking, but I'm just going to heal just because. Because then we might stand a chance of surviving the turn if we're at least on full health. Never mind. If you're taking that much damage from normals, then yeah. Kid Goku, what a unit. I mean, he is good in like longer form content, but that's the thing with this event is because it's just so crazy, like from turn one. There's just a lot of teams in this game that just are not good in this stage. Oh yeah, I made this crazy Realm of Gods team for like a different mission, but I wonder if like I can actually use them in this.
All right, let's do this.
Well, Kid Goku is supposed to be a short event god. Is he? He's a stacker. The AGL Kaioken Goku would be a huge liability. Oh, the physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Yeah, he should have been better. I still think he's decent. I think he gets overly hated. Now, that video I did of like reacting to somebody's post about how the 10th anniversary was a disaster and saying that like that Gohan was like terrible and not, you know. Now, when it comes to the 10th anniversary and we say like which of the units were good, then it's like obviously Vegeta and Gogeta, and then Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then I would say Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. He's like the worst out of those four, but he's still good. My buddy just pulled the anniversary Gogeta I sadly had to tell him he's not even good in new events. I mean, he is. Like, I won this event for the first time by using double Gogeta leads. Because the Veku active is super, super helpful here. The AGL Goku, the AGL Vegeta and the Tech Goku are still good. But this event especially is just not ideal for them. But they can manage, like... Give VT and EZA and make it as bad as the LR KFC EZA. Oof. Oof. Yeah, that would be... Yeah, of course they're just going to come up.
All right, let's do this.
But yeah, the 7 years are like insanely good in this event, especially for the first turn. Yeah, the active skill's good. Like Vegeta, the Vegeta part of the card can do some decent damage. If we're talking about the Gogeta, the Vegeta part of the card can do some decent damage. AGL Goku can handle slot 1 if you get lucky with the dodges. Like if the unit gets locked in slot 1 and you can exchange to Goku already at that point. Although it sucks when you get no key. Well, I really thought that was going to drop down with the rainbow so we could actually at least get 3 key, but no. But yeah, that is true. That was always the case, that they were never slot 1 units. Apart from the Goku, like the first form that they start off in, they weren't slot 1 units. And even then, like the Vegeta wasn't great. Like if you exchanged to Vegeta as soon as you could for the Tech Vegeta and then just put him in slot 1, like his defense wasn't great. Right, 12 minutes until any potential news. Bro, stop this. God, that difference in damage is crazy. Could you help me know I am the new stupid Zamasu stage? Oh yeah, because the best units for that are the 7 years, like just sitting in slot 2 and constantly action breaking his super attack. I think I'm excited about part 2. Yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Goku returning. He's so good. Like, I've only had mine at 55% since he came out, and even then, like, he's still really good. But, yeah, having some dupes. Giving him some dodge for extra defense when he's in the Super Saiyan 4 form will be nice as well. Great. Well, we can't take Vegeta in slot 3, so he might be dead. Goku giving everyone the 60% defense buff first is helpful, but yeah, it's pretty awkward. Yeah, 483 kgs. I saw a post on Reddit for forgettable releases, and LR Tapion and Minosha was the first thing I saw. I mean, yeah, like, it is true, because, like, even on release, like, even if the unit was cool, had, like, a cool design or whatever, like, they just didn't have teams. And there's not a lot of characters we can run on the team that are actually, like, good against AoEs. Although I just realised as well, because I put AGL, I put UI on here, but UI, I forgot, it isn't a Realm of Gods team. Like, UI Goku isn't on Power Beyond Super Saiyan. Oh yeah, good. A super attack 12, 55% friend. That's good.
All right, let's do this.
I won't forget Pycon. Pycon was good. The active skill was super good for the time as well, yeah. Like, they definitely weren't a unit on release that were just terrible. It's just the fact that, like I said, they didn't really have a team. So even though they were kind of cool, like, you didn't really use them. I mean, this is not a bad starting rotation, to be fair. Nice. Yep, super attack my 100% dodge guy. That's what we like to see. I just remembered again that STR, Gohan and Piccolo are a thing. Yeah. Now there's a forgettable Dokkan Fest release. Yep, Tech, Gohan and Piccolo as well from the Namek from the Vegeta event. Terrible. But yeah, potential news in 5 minutes, guys. Hit that like button. 1 like equals 1 prayer for Vegeta and Trunks EZA announcement. We got like 80 people in the stream and only 27 likes on the stream. That's like over 50 people in the stream right now have not liked the stream. Shout out to all the people over on the Twitch side as well. Make sure you give a follow if you have not already. Oh yeah, let me get the second channel link in there, because we'll be playing some more. We'll be finishing Death Stranding 1 in a few hours time over on the second channel. And potentially, depending on how quickly we finish it, starting Death Stranding 2. So yeah, I'll pin the link for that in the chat. So yeah, make sure you check out the second channel if you have not already. It's where I do all of my non-Dokkan stuff. And yeah, I've been playing Death Stranding 1 because I never played it. And I really want to play the second one. So I've been playing through number 1. Okay, that's not too bad. Unlike equals 1 pair for a base GT duo. Never. Yo, Dark Flames, how's it going? I'm on the Twitch side. But yeah, 3 minutes until any potential news. I said I wouldn't get our hopes up or anything like that, but you never know. And of course he counters the AoE, doesn't he, which then gives him more attack. Death Stranding 2 is amazing. Naruto loves to gamble souls. I think it's just one of those things. It worked as a title for a video like one time, so now it's like just do it all the time. Look who likes to paint. A nice Dark Souls 3 DLC reference there. I like it. Minato is secretly Uncle Gale. Oh, nice. Nice no dodge UI Goku and take 2.5 million damage from a normal. Jeez. That's crazy. But yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. After last night's stream where we hit 30,000 subscribers again, we went back down to 29,999 again. So we are back to being 1 subscriber away from 30,000. I can't remember what his leader skill is. He won't be good in this event anyway. Oh yeah, it's full power. Yeah, wait, no, he's not power. They're not a realm of God's leader. I need to keep remembering that. Yeah, Roma God's kind of cooked. Used to be such a good category, but... like, it's just full of a bunch of characters that just won't be good for this event because they're not, like, they can't take OS, like, take AoEs or anything. Divers have posted a thing for what looks like the Vegeta and Goku from the Metal Cooler movie. But yeah, there is no Dokkan post. Well, there you go. Yeah, again, Vegeta and Trunks will EZA for Tanabata. Oh god, what a terrible starting rotation. But yeah, I mean, them not EZAing now is a massive fumble. Like, I mean, even if they do EZA later in the celebration, it's just like, why do Merge Zamasu first, who came out as their part 2? Like... it's like a 1.2 million. Nice. But yeah, I suppose, to be fair, since the teaser literally says that, like, we're getting information, like, revealed on, like, tomorrow, technically, for me, it kind of makes sense that they're not going to, then they weren't going to do any more part 1 stuff. Oh, excuse me. They weren't going to do any more part 1 stuff, so should have expected that, really. Yeah, that's the confusing thing. It's like, what is the point of Vegeta having that, like, unit whose name includes Trunks, part of his passive, like, to buff other units, when we don't have any meta-relevant Trunks characters? Like, what is the point of that? Yeah, they come from the same celebration originally, and the Vegeta and Trunks were the part 1. That's what makes it even more of a weird choice. Bro, stop locking in Blue Evolution Vegeta and stop 1. That's not where he goes. Imagine if I make a Shenron side banner as a future Trunks. That would be kind of funny. I mean, hey, at least it would work with the part 1 characters. But it would be a bit of a weird choice. We won't get the details of the units soon. We should get a thing tomorrow, because the teaser that they posted says the 20th of the 7th PST, and it's already the 20th of the 7th for me. But usually that means, like, it'll be the early hours of tomorrow morning. Like, it'll be late PST. So it'll be the early hours of tomorrow morning for me. Because, yeah, like, PST time, it is only just the 20th now. Yo, Joel, yeah, we know. GT confirmed. Because, yeah, it's 20. Oh, yeah, it says it's 7 p.m. PST. So that's like 3 a.m. for me. So I imagine it's potentially going to be like a producer letter. Like, it's just going to be something that gets posted on Twitter or something. Because, yeah, it's the 20th now in terms of PST, but only just. Whereas the post says 7 p.m. PST. So it's still a good, like, few hours away. Well, like 18 hours away, I think, to be almost exact. Healing just on the off chance to see if we can actually survive the turn. Obviously the counters against Rosé are not ideal, so... Could already be off to a bad start, to be fair. Dark Flame with the Vegeta and Trunks EZA feature will be stronger. They drop both. Yeah, they should have dropped them both at the same time, but... Yeah, Drake Steven, how's it going? Okay. But yeah, the reveal for part 2 stuff is in like 18 hours or something like that. So technically it is today, like... Like, even for people who are in a different time zone, it still technically is today, I think, right? Because it should be the 20th, like, everywhere now, I think. Right? Like, if for those of you, like, wherever you are right now, it's already the 20th, right? Even if it's, like, 1 o'clock in the morning or something. Yeah, I forgot. Last night on the stream, we got, like, super close to getting the no item with the clone team. What do you mean it's the 20th? It's 10 p.m. July 19th here. It's 8 p.m. on the 20th. Damn. So you're like 11 hours ahead. I'll make sure we attack some RC. 4 a.m. on the 20th. Yeah, so that's like 5 hours. You guys are in like Eastern time, right? Ready for the support memory of Goku eating a Dragon Ball. True. I think it'll be the headliners for part 2. I still think it'll be Sin that transforms into Omega, or at least hopefully. And then, yeah, it's either going to be tag Super Saiyan 4s or standalone Gogeta, maybe. How much longer until we can use the tickets? At some point in part 2, the thing should be available. I'm not sure if it's going to be straight away or not. Let's all just agree to following a world clock. Yep. We've had this discussion before on the stream. Get rid of daylight savings time, get rid of time zones. It would be really confusing to get used to for people at first, but just make it the exact same time everywhere in the world, like at the same time.
Alright, let's do this.
So it'd be like weird to get used to, because if it was like, let's say we did PST America time, that's 8 hours behind what I'm used to. So it means for me, like, say I usually go to bed at like 11 PM. It means I would be going to bed at like 3 PM, because it would be nighttime here at 3 PM. And instead of setting my alarm to get up at like 7 in the morning, I'd be getting up at 11 PM. So it'd be weird to get used to, but like eventually you would just get used to it. Like it would be daytime here in the UK starting at like 11 PM or like midnight. So it'd be super confusing to get used to at first, but like then it would literally be the same time everywhere in the world, which would make organizing things so much easier. But yeah, it would be terrible for everybody who, except for the country that already had that time zone. Like obviously for those people it'd be great because they'd already be used to it completely. But yes, it would be very confusing, like, straight away. But, you get used to it eventually. We didn't get an orb for this guy, so I don't know if he can survive Rose's super. I think he has guard, but... Okay, well he dodged the super, so... I miss a lot of your streams, unfortunately, just because of the times. Well, that's the thing, is you got to remember, it would still be the exact same time. Like, nothing for you would actually change other than what the time says on your clock. Like, you would still be getting up at the same time that you got up every day. Your clock would just say a different time than what it used to. Like, that's the thing. That's why it would take some time to get used to, but... Like, it would still be exactly... Like, nothing would actually change, like, in your routine or anything. You'll be careful. The STR one is the biggest fumbler in terms of, like, defense. Yeah, Sky, how's it going? Good morning again. Fused Domatsu and his 0 L's plan. Yeah, I was going to say, we definitely can't call this the 0 L's plan. No news for an EZA. Bow, 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 bow. I mean, the fact that STR Rosé is in slot 1 is good, but like... you do basically get a full heal here. Very many one for us using the metric system, blaming the British for using it when everybody came over. Yeah, we just went for the more updated version. It's one of those things that's like you shouldn't, like, in life, especially as an individual, it's like you shouldn't do something just because everybody else is doing it. But when it comes to something like that, of like systems of measurement and stuff, when you're like pretty much the only country in the like sort of main like Western developed sort of like sphere, and you're like, no, we're still just gonna use this other different one. So like you guys all know what you're talking about with measurement, but then when we come along and say, oh, it's, you know, this, nobody knows what we're talking about. Alright, well, we can use the Rosé active skill and give everybody else the buff. You know, Isaac, how's it going? Some use Imperial, many use Metric, Amatsu uses L's. True. That is true. Alright. Come on, brother, don't let me down. 90% chance to dodge. Nice. Would be hilarious if it was Spirit Bomb Goku. Yeah, Big TX, how's it going? Man, if it was Spirit Bomb Goku, so many people, including myself, would be disappointed. Bro, we don't want that. Yes, go AGL clone. AGL clone with the absolute dodging masterclass. If it's Spirit Bomb Goku, top grossing for sure. I don't know about that. Oh no. No, we were doing so well. Well, I mean, the physical one can have guard. But... Man, I was going to say, like, normals are fine, just don't super. Wow. Actually, that's not bad, to be fair. Well, you'd be upset if it's Spiritmon Goku. I'm not a huge fan of GT. I don't like the fact that Goku gets turned back into a kid. So I don't like the fact that, like, the ultimate climax of the series is Kid Goku doing the Spirit Bomb. Right. Plus, it's just like, I mean, it happens in Dragon Ball all the time, so I can't really complain. And sometimes I don't care when it happens, so it is, like, selective bias, I guess. But, like, the fact that even after, like, the crazy fusion and all that stuff, it just ends with Goku doing the Spirit Bomb again. Like, oh, right, yeah, we don't have rotation locking anymore. I was about to say, the next turn could be really awkward, but there's no rotation locking now, so... The big problem is going to be, like, the int clone at the end getting hit with the AoE, like... Or the AGL clone with the 90% chance to dodge. Not 90% chance to dodge.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, the UI Goku treatment, but even worse. 90% chance to dodge, and he didn't dodge. Like, that's crazy. I realise 90% is not 100, but, like, come on. If it's Spirit Bomb Goku, the hate that would get would make the hate for the Part 1 units look like nothing. I mean, potentially. We Saiyans have no dodge. Bro had one job and forgot what it was. Yep. That's the thing, is people say that all the time though, like, oh, fusions show up all the time, but like, as someone who wants a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in some way, shape or form in Part 2, like, when did we get the last Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? It was the 7-year fusions, so over 3 years ago. Oh look, all of the units that can go in slot 1 are all on the first turn. I wonder if this will go well. This run, I mean. Yeah, the last representation for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was the fusion. Was the fusion of the 7 years. And then the last actual standalone Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was the Int one. Which, like, how many years ago is that now? thought I could remember the name, but I brought up the tech one. Peerless Superpower, that's it. Yeah, 2020 or 2021 if you're on global. The slot 1 super rotation, the slot 1 super podcast. Yeah, it was February 2021 for global. That's crazy. Yeah, it would fit a new Gogeta, which then can't link with the EZA. I mean, that's the problem, is because they do that so often, I wouldn't be surprised if that is actually what they do. It's Carnival, it's either Super Saiyan 4 Goku or Spirit Bomb. I mean, I just hope that it isn't the Spirit Bomb one. Like, oh god, this is not a great rotation, is it? I mean, I'm not saying like the Spirit Bomb, if it is Spirit Bomb GT Goku, like, it can still be done well. It's just like, yeah, it's not what I want to see. Man. No Goku and Vegeta card together has been a Carnival card. That is true, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Like, something... In Dokkan, something has always never happened until it happens for the first time. So... Man. You've got the dodge guy locked in the middle in the slot where there's only Zamasu healing. Yeah, I'll definitely do a video at the end of the celebration, like going over how good the celebration was. I'll make a post for people to like reply to as well, like to get other people's thoughts. What would be better, a tag Super Saiyan 4 Goku Vegeta with Fusion active or a standalone Gogeta? I think the tag one would be better because we're hopefully just gonna get the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta EZA, and I always like don't like it when we have like the big EZA and the new character are just the same name, so then you can't link them. Like I would rather it not be that. Part 2 Omega versus Vegeta Jr. Yeah, that's the other thing as well, is will Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta have Saiyan Raw? They will if it's the reversible exchange Goku Vegeta, obviously. But yeah, I think it'll be tag Super Saiyan 4s that have a fusion attack active skill just like the Part 1 characters. But, I mean, I'm perfectly fine with that. I was perfectly fine with it in part 1. I'll be perfectly fine with it in part 2. Just make the cards good. Like this STR Rose and Zamasu LR is my favourite unit in the game at the moment. So the fact that they don't actually fusion to Fusion Zamasu, like, I don't really care. Tanabata, well, I mean, we can say that about every celebration going forward now, but I feel like Tanabata is probably Daima. But obviously, I thought GDC was going to be Daima, so. Yeah, no, Tanabata is like September, so there should be, I think, a filler Dokkan Fest in between when like the GDC ends and then when, like whatever replaces the Tanabata, because we still don't know what it's going to be called yet or anything. Tanabata is Kid Goku versus DKP. I think it's very unlikely considering we got a new Kid Goku for Saiyan Day, so I don't imagine we'd get a new Kid Goku again in the same year. Bro, those slot 1 hits. That's why if you have like both the Rosés on the same turn, you're probably screwed. Probably going to be called something like Dokkan Extreme Thank You Campaign. Yeah, potentially. I could see something like that. Negative thanks campaign. You lose 1 stone every day as a login. What would be really funny is people would hate that because they would just feel like they're losing stones overall. But make that part of the gimmick of the celebration. So you lose 1 stone every day, but there's so many like daily missions, you actually get like 15 stones a day or something. So technically, you're getting 14 stones a day because you lose 1. But that's still like way more than you actually are getting like now. Oh, good, we're just dead. Nice. Because the STR one's locked in slot 1, and the STR one is the absolute worst one to be in slot 1. Yeah, it just takes 1.4 million. Yeah, the STR one can hit the hardest, I think, but he's like the worst one defensively. So
All right, let's do this.
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. People would just complain about the fact that we're losing stones, and not actually take a second to think and like work out, like add it all up, that it just means actually way more stones in total. So they probably would never do something like that just because of that. Because like people just wouldn't get it. Oh, there's no green orbs, which is annoying. Yeah, TB fans can't read. You expect them to know how to count? I mean, they should at least be able to count to 7 because of the Dragon Balls, right? So... I'll take my words back if we get 3 free-to-play Great Shadow Dragons like the clones. He made a 36-minute video on the teaser. Bruh. Yeah, people will complain no matter what they do, that is true. If we got 7 free stones a day, people would just complain it wasn't 10. True. Why does Granola Dragon only use 2? Why doesn't ours use 2? Granola Dragon.
All right, let's do this.
Oh wait, you're talking about the like the Granola arc, like the Super Dragon Balls. Oh god. So we got the AGL clone but with no AGL orb. So he's only got a 70% chance to dodge. And we all saw him fumble with the 90% chance to dodge. Dragon from the Granola arc uses 2 Dragon Balls. Wait, really? The Super Dragon Ball thing is only 2? Or is it even the Super Dragon Balls? Is it Dragon Balls from a different planet? I can't even remember. I did read most of the Granola arc, but...
Alright, let's do this.
I'd say the more likely answer is tag Super Saiyan 4s of Gogeta active. Yeah, that is what I'm expecting, but... It just depends. It depends whether they want the units in Part 2 to be similar like the units in Part 1. Because then it will be not an exchange, because Omega won't be an exchange. Or if they just want the part, like the Super Saiyan 4s or whatever they're going to be similar to the Part 1 units, and then they will be exchange, but... Just a regular dragon made by another Namekian. Tag GT, Goten and Trunks. I mean, not impossible. I would say very, very, very unlikely, but... Now, imagine if they sub-EZA them, finally. The Goten and Trunks and Goten and Gohan, like the GT banner units. They could actually be quite useful. But we still think Daima if it's EX TUR Super Saiyan 4 Mini Daima Goku. Yeah, I think like if the EX part was actually Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, then I feel like Daima for Tanabata would kind of be locked in then, but... I want them to complete the giant 8-power team, I know. I mean, if we get a Super Saiyan 4s in Part 2 and like in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta EZA and stuff like that, then obviously we will have a proper functioning giant 8-power team. Yeah, that is true, actually, to be fair. The banner unit doesn't even have to be something related to Omega, because Champa was the banner unit for Goku and Vegeta. God, rotation locking is so annoying. It's like, bruh, I'm just dead because of the rotation locking. The only unit that can go in slot 1 gets locked in slot 2. Like, what am I supposed to do? Bruh. I need to remember. I need to try and remember where you get more of these things from. Where are they? The little robot guy.
do this.
Like, he's the go-to support unit for a support item for beating this if you're going to use items. Because that's the thing, a lot of people don't care about no items, right? So with an item, like, this clone team can beat this event, which is crazy for a free-to-play team. So we'll get rid of all of Rosé's attacks and attack lower him. Then you have a test if GT Goten and Trunks support stacks for units on both Goku and Vegeta family. Oh, the reverse exchange. Actually, yeah, I don't know. I guess in theory... Well, actually, does it say or and? I'm gonna have to double check, but potentially they could. Need a new Super 17. I mean, you can't get much worse than the Tech LR, although hopefully he'll get an EZA, but... Tanabata is definitely Kid Buu. They're doing the update and said it'll be slower, meaning more mechanics. It's definitely Kid Buu. I mean, that them doing an update and having new mechanics and stuff, I don't see how in any way that even relates to Kid Buu. Like, I know people want a Kid Buu, but I don't think it will be Kid Buu. I don't imagine we'll see a big, like, Buu Saga thing for a while. I think, yeah, Omega should lead a new category, but it should be something that's really good for villains. Like the powerful opponents thing that people talk about all the time. That's like similar to what Legends does. Because we don't need a repeat of like GT bosses. We just need a good category that can have loads of villains on it. Can Dokkan even make a new Super 17 that's worse than the STR unit? Maybe. It has two separate lines for each category. In theory, then, it should give both, then. Is Omega even on Worldwide Chaos? You have to try and survive without that for now. I mean, we are going to kill Samasu here, so... Nice. Yeah, I don't think they will ever do a category that's just all of GT. It wouldn't necessarily be the worst thing ever, but Like with so many of the extreme GT units being bad, it would basically just be Omega and then all like the superclass characters. Yeah, they were created by wishes and aren't on the wishing category. Yep. Doesn't make a huge amount of sense, does it? Yeah, that is also true. Like with Omega doing the like negative energy thing and everything, like how is he not on Worldwide Chaos? Nice. Clone coming in clutch with the dodges. Yeah, so if I do this now... Yeah, they're created as like a side effect of the wishes, so I guess it's not quite the same thing, I suppose. But... Sin only has 3 categories. Yeah, that's why it has to be Sin that transforms into Omega, because then they have all the categories. They come about because of wishes. Oh yeah, like don't get me wrong, I think they should be on there, but... Yeah, so remember, we got the 66% attack lowering from the item. We've got the Tech 1 passively lowering his attack here now as well. Zamasu's no longer alive. STR Rose does lower attack with his 12 key as well. 41 million. Jeez. Vegeta and Trunks is definitely not happening in the next couple of days now. We know we're getting info on the Part 2 stuff tomorrow. So if Vegeta and Trunks EZA is happening, it's probably going to be Part 3 or like EX part if they do that. The in one can still very much get clapped here. Oh, the in one with the dodge. Let's go. I bet EX part. Yeah, I think it'll be EX part with Vegeta and Trunks EZA, and then like the second year Goku and Vegeta Super EZAs, the Super Saiyan 4s. I could see that as being like the cherry on top end of the celebration, like big EZAs. Man, all that attack lowering and like post super with STR Rose and we still take over 1 million damage. Try the design. The design of the Rose boss part of the fight is just really irritating because it's like you get rid of Zamasu and then you have to kill Rose, so you have to attack him, and so then you attack him a bunch of times, and so then his super attack just does an insane amount of damage. Like, with its VT and Tech Pan. Super Battle Royale all over again. And this Omega allows units to debut enemies. I just want him to have a team that can actually be good for other villains. That's all we want. Right, I need to get some. I got some posts up ready to make the GT thing. There's a video that I'm going to make for today that I almost made yesterday, and then I'm glad I didn't because it was going to go up today anyway. But it would have been, it would have still had mentions of like whether we're still going to get the Vegeta and Trunks EZA, which obviously at this point we now know that we're not. So kind of good that it didn't come out yesterday after all. And also good that I didn't actually record it because I would have to just redo it. Anyway, that is going to be it for the stream. I appreciate you guys coming out. So we got the teaser. We are going to find out news on part 2 stuff tomorrow. No other news, no EZA or anything like that. So I guess that's, in terms of part 1 content, that is us basically done. So yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see what gets shown tomorrow. I think it's just going to be a teaser and then probably an announcement of when like the part 2 stream or video, whatever it's going to be. Maybe it'll just be a producer letter, but that'll get announced like properly tomorrow morning. So, but yeah, 7 PM PST is the announcement. So best thing to do is use Google to figure out like when that is for you. But 7 PM PST, which I think is like 3 AM for me or something. But yeah, check out the second channel. The link is pinned in the chat. We're going to be finishing Death Stranding and potentially starting Death Stranding 2 later today, like 5 hours from now, like 3 PM. So that's going to be it from me. I appreciate you guys coming out. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, give a follow if you're over on the Twitch side, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.